Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we will be reacting to Tottenham's incredible 2-0 win over Manchester United. One of the best Spurs performances we've ever had in 5 years. A first Premier League goal of his career for Sarr, and an own goal from Lisandro Martinez gave Tottenham all 3 points on a huge day. As you can hear, my voice is completely gone. What a game.
Excellent performance from Spurs. I think the only player that had a bad performance today was Richarlison. Everyone else was really good.
And he was making the runs today. It wasn't like he was like bad. It just he wasn't being picked out right.
Yeah, he wasn't. I think that's one thing he's had trouble with so far. Like making runs. He can't make the same runs as Harry Kane. And he doesn't have the same finishing as Harry Kane. And he doesn't have the same awareness around the pitch as Harry Kane. I think that's his problem. It'll just take him time.
That was the problem of last game. This game, I think his awareness was really good. His movement was really good, but he was never being found because Maddison was too tight, Basuma was too tight. Man United were man-marking him really well. There was no way to get a ball to Richarlison, so there was no way to get it into him. But other than that, I think his off-the-ball play was really good today, I think.
Now let's talk about Sarr. What a performance. First Spurs goal of his career.
Finally a PL start where he has shown. His last PL start was a 6-1 loss to Newcastle, and the one before that was a 3-0 loss to Arsenal.
It was a 2-0.
2-0, whatever it was. Or 2-1. Was it 2-1? 3-1. 3-1. We scored 1 goal back. But today he was unbelievable. Him and Basuma in that midfield pivot is a dream midfield pairing, and I think that's the best midfield pairing we've had in a long time.
Yeah, Sarr works so much better alongside Basuma than Skip does, like how we saw against Brentford.
They complement each other. He
was so physical today. He was so hungry too. You could see it. And as he was going off as a sub, he was smiling. You could tell he was so happy.
Yeah. I think our midfield was unbelievable today, but the defense was so solid, especially in the second half. We were so solid in that defense.
Udogie, Van de Ven, Romero, and Porro all impressed me today. Especially Udogie. He did so well on that left-hand side. He linked up with Son brilliantly in the first half.
Pedro Porro hit the crossbar in the first half in a chaotic moment where we hit the bar twice, or the woodwork twice. But Pedro Porro fit into that slot really nicely. And what I'm really happy about today is that we showed that we can have Pedro Porro and Destiny Udogie, two basically wing backs, playing in the same system with only Romero and Van de Ven behind them, and we're fine. Because if everyone does their job and plays correctly, we can win.
Yeah, even Pedro Porro, he looks so much better today. It took him a little bit defensively to grow into the game at the beginning. He was a little shaky, but then after like the 20th minute, he was off the mark and he was doing amazing.
Yeah.
Udogie was good defensively the entire match. He's really physical, and fast. His pace helps a lot too on that side, on that left-hand side. He dealt with Anthony really well. Really well, yeah.
Vicario. Brentford game, he looked pretty shaky, and a lot of fans, I think, had kind of, they weren't expecting much from Vicario, but the saves he pulled off today, whether they were offside or not, some of the saves were ridiculous today.
Yeah.
They were so good.
They were really good. He showed great athleticism, and the one header, I think it was 2 headers, one from Casemiro and one from Varane or something like that. 2 headers. Both of them, I believe, were offside, but he made spectacular saves for both of them.
Yeah.
Such good reflexes.
Yeah. Our defense was really solid. Romero, Van de Ven, that pairing. Van de Ven just was literally thrust in as a 22-year-old, just put into a defense and said, okay, go, play against Rashford and Antony and Bruno Fernandes and all those people, and he played it excellently.
This is only his second game.
Yep. It's barely been a week since he's been with the squad, and he has slotted in really well. I've been so happy with him. Moving into our kind of forward players, Basuma Sarr. Oh my god.
Basuma was so good today.
He's going to be easily one of our players of the season. Maddison, the way he twists and turns from players, so good.
The way he weaves around them and weaves them off his tail.
But the best part from him is that he knows when to, he knows when to give a pass. he knows if it's going to work or not. Because there were multiple times where he had Son open on that left side, but he never passed to him because he knew that maybe Wan-Bissaka would close him up. Instead, what he did is he kind of dribbled past Son and then came back and looked at Kulusevski. And because of that, the whole defense shifted over and Kulusevski was completely open and we attacked. So that vision ability from Maddison is really, really good.
Yeah, and so in the first half especially, Man United were man-marking him so well. But Maddison did so well to kind of deal with it almost.
Yeah.
To weave them off his tail and stuff like that.
Yeah. Kulusevski definitely grew into the game.
Yeah, he just like against Brentford.
Yeah. Did a lot better towards the end. Son, I mean, after maybe the first 30 minutes, very good.
Very
really,
good for
really
Son,
good. Yeah.
Haven't seen him like this in a while.
I think that number 9 position suits him because when Richarlison went off in the 70th minute for Perisic, we had a front three of Perisic, Son, Kulusevski. So Son took that front 9 position, and I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he did pretty well there.
Yeah, not really any big shooting opportunities, but he did really well. I think Son up top. So if Richarlison isn't able to perform in like the next 2 or 3 games, I think Son is a easy person to put there, and then you bring Perisic off the bench and put him on the left side.
I mean, you also got Solomon too.
We also have Solomon.
He can play on the left too.
Yeah. We'll get onto our subs later because they were good as well. But Richarlison, as we spoke about in the beginning, he's getting there.
He's getting there. I think he definitely did better than Brentford today.
Yeah.
He made some good runs. It was very hard to pick him out though.
Yeah.
He was being marked really well, and so was Maddison.
Yeah.
And anyone else, and Basuma too, especially. Basuma and Maddison were trying to get balls off to Richarlison. All 3 of them were getting marked really well by Man United, especially in the first half. Richarlison was a little frustrated when he got off, but I think you just have to give him time.
Yeah. But did you see the way we played today? I mean,
it was superb.
That is the type of play that we haven't seen since like 2018 Poch. We've not seen this kind of free-flowing, attacking, expansive football since Pochettino. Postecoglou has finally brought that back, and look where it gets us. We beat Manchester United. And we beat, honestly, one of the better sides we've seen from Manchester United in recent years. They're much more solid at the back with Martinez and Varane and Onana. They're much more solid in midfield. Their forward 3 are pretty good. So it's a whole new story with Manchester United, and we still went to them and we absolutely killed them today.
Yeah, it's not like we're playing a Man United with informed Martial as striker, David De Gea making mistakes in goal. It's not that Man United. It's a very well built Man United that we beat today.
Yeah. So to the way we played today, I mean, I was so happy with it. I think we did really, really well.
Now, I just want to talk about our fullbacks, Pedro Porro and Udogie. They both did really well. In Postecoglou's system, they do play more narrow, and especially Udogie. I think Porro was still a little wide. We saw that with Emerson against Brentford. Emerson was really central, and he did well there. He got a goal. Pedro Porro was playing a little more central than he normally does, and more defensive, which he did really well after like this 20th minute.
Yeah.
Defensively, he did well. Udogie also pretty much the same thing. Stayed a little more central, and I just love to see us in a back 4, way more than the back 5. Yeah. It's so much better.
We've got a really good run of games coming up. We got Bournemouth away next weekend. Then that Tuesday we have Fulham away in the EFL Cup in the second round because we're not in Europe. We go in the second round. Burnley away, Sheffield United at home, before we take on Arsenal and Liverpool back-to-back. Away, North London derby, and then we host Liverpool at home on September the 30th to round out the month. But this is going to be a big month for Tottenham. I'm so excited. After that performance, I just can't stop smiling because it was like, I don't know, it was just that performance that made you jump out of your seat every 5 seconds. Like, it was the performance where it felt like it was 7 hours from the 10th to the 20th minute. That's how many times we attacked. That's how much we were moving the ball around. That game, that 90 minutes felt like 6 hours.
It really did. With Maddison, all those attacking players were so free-flowing, way more attacking, and we controlled possession. Even in the first half when Man United had more shots, more touches in our penalty box, we had more possession.
Yeah. So, I mean, clean sheet against Manchester United, that is such a good result. I'm so happy with that. Bournemouth next weekend, I think we can do it. Easy. Well, okay, I'm not going to say easy.
You can't underestimate them.
I think we know how we've done some experimenting under Ange, and we know how to play now. I think Brentford was kind of a trial run. We didn't really know what we were doing. And Brentford are also a really good side. But I think next weekend we can really bring it to them. And this season could go big. This season could really, really go big. We've got no Europe, but we have the EFL Cup and the FA Cup to chase in. We've got the Premier League, of course, so we have to focus on that. But this is going to be a huge, huge season for us, and I'm so, so excited for this.
But that is it for today. Thank you for watching an incredible performance from Tottenham today. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and if you enjoy our content, leave in the comments below any video suggestions you want to see from us. And until next time,
come on, you Spurs!